Yeah, Bianca, as the sun sets here in Jerusalem and Shabbat begins, it's been a very intensive 24 hours. Israel's Security Cabinet met for 10 hours Thursday into the early morning hours. On Friday, they agreed and adopted a plan for a military takeover of Gaza City. So they scrubbed the word occupation in place, takeover of Gaza City. But the end goal remains the same. That is the IDF's 100% control of Gaza. The IDF controls about 75% right now. Gaza City, a major sticking point and still a Hamas stronghold. Now, the Security Council last night, again, and early this morning, adopted the plan to encircle Gaza City while distributing humanitarian assistance to the civilian population outside the combat zones. In a statement from the Prime Minister's office, the Security Cabinet said that it adopted the, quote, 5 principles for concluding the war. I'll go through those quickly. The disarming of Hamas, the return of all hostages, living and deceased, the demilitarization of the Gaza Strip, Israeli security control in the Gaza Strip, and the establishment of an alternative civil administration that is neither Hamas nor the Palestinian Authority. The Palestinian Authority is based out of Ramallah in the West Bank, controls the Palestinian territories there. So a transitional Arab governing body would take over once the IDF has full 100% control of Gaza. Now, this plan, as I said, includes encircling Gaza, ordering Hamas to surrender. If Hamas doesn't surrender, then the IDF goes in. Now, up until October 7th, they want to get 1 million people out of Gaza City to the southern camps, basically in the southern part of Gaza and Rafah. So that gives some time and some breathing room for possible ceasefire negotiations to get the hostages back, for Hamas to lay down its arms. If that doesn't happen, then the IDF goes in there. The IDF is gearing up. The IDF's Chief of Staff, Eyal Zamir, says that this will be a slow and phased approach, and the timing will be carried out over the next few months. There had been a lot of political and military pushback here in the country, but ultimately the Security Cabinet approved the plan. One final note, there's been obviously international pushback about this. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the decision wrong, saying it will only bring more bloodshed. Germany has halted military exports to Israel in response. And finally, Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Foreign Ministry posted a statement condemning Israel's decision and accusing Israel of starvation and ethnic cleansing. Bianca.
All right, John, we know you're watching it closely for us. Do keep us posted. We'll go back to you as the news warrants throughout the broadcast. We want to bring in our panel now to weigh in on this and also the deadline today for Vladimir Putin. Fred Fleitz, former NSC Chief of Staff under the Trump administration, former CIA analyst and vice chair currently at the America First Policy Institute, with us this Friday, and Brigadier General Blaine Holt. He is also the former U.S. Deputy Military Representative to NATO, Newsmax contributor. First, Gaza City, this is the final sort of vestige as they go in. I want to show the map of the city there. I mean, the IDF controls most of Gaza. This is the big question now. How long does it last? And what about those hostages? Blaine, first to you.
Yeah, it's the final push, Bianca. They've got to get control of the entire region, and then they've got to sort out who Hamas isn't, and root this out. As far as the hostages are concerned, this is a rescue mission now. There is no negotiating with these bloodthirsty terrorists, and then they got to go after the leadership. It's just stunning, Europe's lack of support in this area. But you know, we'll watch eagerly to see if we can get any of these hostages out as Israel looks to close the deal.
And closing the deal, that's supposed to be the deal today, Fred. Putin has the deadline from Trump. He also knows that Trump says he'll meet with him as early as potentially next week. And Trump was very clear to our Mike Carter when he was asked. He said, you know, I'm not going to make Zelensky meet with him. I will meet with Putin. But, you know, Putin has a huge decision, not just about, you know, territories, right, which Secretary of State Rubio says this is what it will come down to. It's really about these sanctions. And I know that, you know, India is having to make a decision as well if they're going to continue to buy the Russian oil. But at the end of the day, time's up, Fred.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Trump is keeping the door open to diplomacy. He will meet with Putin, but Trump is going to implement these tough energy sanctions that will do a lot of damage to Russia's troubled economy if Putin does not agree to a ceasefire. Trump wants to stop the killing. He doesn't want to get caught in an endless debate about all these other issues related to this dispute. They will be discussed later. Zelensky has accepted that approach. Trump will make the message to Putin. He has to accept this too.